All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. So, David Crosby sits down with Howard Stern, and they're talking about Dave and his days with Joni Mitchell and how Joni Mitchell broke up with David Crosby via song. In other words, she wrote a song that was basically a breakup or a goodbye and played it for David Crosby not once, but twice, which I think is hysterically funny. And apparently, the people who were in the room thought it was funny as well. What was really interesting, though, about his interview with Howard Stern, and again, I'm not a huge Howard Stern fan, but Howard Stern does pretty good interviews because he asks uh, uncomfortable questions and people are forced to answer them. And I think part of being on with Stern is you're going to have to answer. Paul McCartney was uh, answering questions about who broke up the Beatles, and I mean it's a great question to ask. I mean, these are the things that people want to know, and typically everybody just steers away from it and says, "So, what kind of vegetables are your favorite?" And it's the most boring thing. Crosby, who isn't getting along with Graham Nash or Neil Young or Stephen Stills, apparently even today has problems getting along with Joni Mitchell. He says, I don't get along with her that well anymore, but I do love her with my whole heart for what she's given us. Um, I mean, this is a definite personality quirk or issue with David Crosby. Um, when you see him in interviews, you think, he's not that hard to get along with, but he says things and then he doesn't really take them back. He doesn't really apologize. And when he apologizes, he's kind of winking and nodding as he apologizes, basically saying, yeah, I'll do this, but I don't really believe what I'm saying, which in a way is kind of refreshing, right? Even though David is a bit past his prime, shall we say, he's got some new music out there with Donald Fagen of Steely Dan, and it's really good, surprisingly. And vocally he sounds great. The guy has 9 lives, and apparently he's on maybe number 7, so he may be around for a lot longer. We don't know. I mean, look at Keith Richards, right? If Keith Richards can do it, obviously David Crosby can do it. But the bottom line and the big story here is that David has issues with people, and Joni Mitchell, add her to the list of people that he's not getting along with. He did tick off a whole lot of Eddie Van Halen fans after Eddie passed away by basically saying that Eddie Van Halen's guitar playing was meh. I mean, hey, you know what they say? Any publicity is good publicity, right? And with David Crosby, I mean, he's kind of this bigger than life character. He really is. And people, even if they don't like him or don't even know who he is, he shows up for an interview and people are interested in hearing what he has to say. He even has this goofy thing that he does with Rolling Stone magazine where people just ask him relationship questions or questions about pretty much any topic. And Dave answers it using his sage advice for those who are asking the question. So if you want to get some really sound advice about maybe investments, uh, maybe about relationships, I don't know if I'd trust David Crosby with any of those things, but it is very entertaining. And I guess that is the whole point. All right, I'm done with this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, please, if you can. Hit the bell for notifications, and don't forget about Patreon. I'm always looking for new patrons to talk to for $1 a month. That's all I'm asking for. If you want to do $5 a month, $10 a month, you hit the lottery and you think my channel could use some of your newfound wealth, well, feel free to donate what you'd like. And until we do this again, have yourself a great day.